Okay.
Hey! Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hello, lovely ladies. How are ye?
Great. Happy to see you.
Oh, you know what? To have people like you in my life, it's absolutely gold. And to have bodies that can touch you with no judgment and the empowerment of your body, and actually allowing you to know that we named this life, let the bodies know what a gift they are, and they will be a gift to you. And I'm going to say that I am still recovering from the relationship of judgment that I had with my body, you know. And we're talking about the Access 3-day body classes. And for me, I would be dead. I would, like, one thing I know is that I wouldn't be alive today if I didn't have these tools and if I didn't have the body processes, because I'm one of the people that was so sensitive to judgment and it was destroying my body.
That's beautiful. What I also see is that so many people are looking for, again, pleasure with our body. So be in gratefulness, in happiness, in pleasure with our bodies. It's so much judgment, like you say.
Yeah, exactly. And for people that don't know what judgment is, it's a conviction where that you project, like judgment. I'm so sensitive that judgment, I'll sense someone's judgment, and we call that a projection. Okay.
Mm.
And that projection, I will be so aware of it to the extent that I think I am it, or I will use it as a reference point for how I behave in the way that I think or in the way that I relate to my body, you know? And so for
Mhm.
me, we come into a world where, like having a body, the dominant energy right now that's being expressed is judgment. Oh, your face is a bit puffy. Oh, I'm 52 now, you know, and your face is a bit puffy, your eyes are dropping, blah, 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 blah. And none of that talks about, my goodness me, you've been 52 years on this planet, you know? Same with you ladies, like, my goodness me, I have so many living stories where I chose to live, you know? And instead of having this like immense gratitude, no matter what your body, like if you're out there, no matter what your body's been through, like what if today you had immense gratitude for this sensorial organism that is here and is never judges you, never diminishes you, never disempowers you, and is only always looking to communicate to you what it requires so that it can receive the energies for true living.
Mhm.
Can you say something about the body? We create our body and what we are trying to defend and prove and avoid with creating our body and illness and the way we look.
Well, you see, it's actually a very complex conversation in that we make these decisions about what it is to have a body. And then the moment that we make that decision, a decision actually destroys our body instead of generates our bodies. And we haven't really been invited to what generates your body. What is the genesis point for my body today? What energies does it require? For me, a lot of caring, a lot of kindness, a lot of nature. The body processes changed my life because I'm going to be super vulnerable on this life. I had a lot of like non-caring judgments locked into my body. Like I was a stone. Like my jaw was hard, you know? And and so to talk to your question, Annette, it's the very let's start at the start is when we make a decision, we then go to creating that decision, you know. And I had a very strong decision that for me it was quite difficult to be in the world. It was challenging. And I'm going to be really honest, I had a lot of points of views in regard to what it means to have a body, what it means to be in the world. And I didn't even recognize those points of views were actually destroying my body, you know. Judgment, judgment microdoses poison in your body. It's like you know. And even Astrid is a doctor, and you know, you've worked with so many people in regard to what is actually like destroying their body.
Mhm.
And we would like to invite people, maybe you talk about that. Like for me, inviting my body to have the energy of living, you know, to really trust my body, be in communion with it, not fight against it, not hate it, you know. It's been a big journey.
Mhm. Yeah, so for example, you also can look at detox. A lot of people also in this time want to detox their body, physical
Yeah,
detox. But how many toxins are you creating by judging your body? And is that not the first place that you can look
yeah.
for detoxing your body? Yeah,
Mm, mm, mm. And these toxins like can be in the form of judgment, hatred,
yeah.
like decisions that you know that life is too difficult, life is too hard, and it's a massive. I'm going to say I walked into my first body class 10 years ago now, and I didn't have the point of view that my body was a gift. You know, I didn't have that point of view. I was living from up here. I had no communion and connection with my body. And so I didn't have the point of view that it was a gift to have a body. And I didn't have a point of view that it was a gift to be alive, you know. Of course, I had moments of joy. And so what has changed for me is I didn't recognize, number one, I had the ability to actually like change my body. You know, you can change things with your body. And then number two, I didn't recognize that the impact of judgment and the impact of my behaviors and the impact of not treating my body and honoring the energy of my body. I'm going to say, like, I genuinely was treating my body like my mom. She worked very hard, you know, didn't have an honoring of her body. No, she wasn't educated in that. You know what? There's no right, like, none of this is right or wrong or good or bad. One of the things that I would love to get into the world is choice creates. The way that I treat my body today is going to create my body tomorrow, you know? And so I would say practicing gratitude for my body, you know, practicing vulnerability, which is me right now being, hey, you know what? Judgment doesn't work for my body, gratitude does. And today I require some rest. I'm going to be really honest. I require some rest and nature and a day of like just relaxing and you know. Whereas for me, I had to have a burnout. Like I would have went, like my kids, my middle daughter is 26 today. I would have went to burnout before I allowed myself to relax and sleep and rest, you know?
Mhm.
Been there.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's also so good to see like where we are giving and not receiving. So when I came in contact with access consciousness, for me was the biggest issue to receive, and
Oh,
that made me really receive also the earth, also for my body, and also look at what does my body want to look like, what does my body want to eat or to dress, and really receive those signals, and also
mm.
uh, yeah, be with that. That was so great gift to me from access consciousness.
Yeah. Yeah, what I noticed in the 3-day body classes, there's starting to develop this really presence with the body, the kindness with the body.
Mm.
And every body class, 3-day body class I do, it increases. Sometimes I make choices the other way. and it diminishes.
Allow.
Yeah, that's it. Allowance. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that you talked about receiving because it's a very advanced concept. And receiving, for me, receiving is because I was living from my head and the mind. And I certainly wasn't, I would say that I was late to the work of the body. Like I was 42 when I took my first body class, or, around that 40. And I was constantly looking to comprehend everything instead of receive with no point of view, you know?
Mhm.
And one of the things that I had created was like this thing of like trying to like not receive judgment, from people. And even when I talk about this conversation now, I can sense that some people will judge this conversation. They will be, you can't say that, that's not right, that's not true. And for me, it's like judgment is not a reality. It is not necessary. It's not relevant and it's not true and it's not a sustainable future, you know? And so one of the things that I also learned to receive was learn to receive that judgment isn't real, isn't true, isn't relevant. And I no longer, I was like this, look, the next judgment, the next attack, the next judgment, the next attack. And I am so grateful to say that it doesn't matter what anyone else's point of view is about me today. I cannot uphold that. And for me, that's body freedom. That's body freedom. No matter if someone says, you look ugly or you look fat or what you said is stupid or I hate you or whatever. That's not for the world that I want to live in and what we can create with bodies, that's not relevant anymore.
Mm, cool.
And I guess that's where the three of us are really strong. We know I personally would like to live in a world where bodies are honored and we're in allowance and we have a communion of the energies because everything is energy. My body requires like maybe extra sleep or it requires a body process or requires a hug or I require to have more fun with my work or whatever. Everything is an energy. And we haven't really been invited to have that open communion where our bodies express what they require.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's beautiful. And well, well, I'm happy. I am in a congress now, so I'm also in this reality and also in those judges with what you say or how you behave or who you
Mm.
be. And
Mm.
what I really learned also from the body process is how you can receive that. So I don't have to um, deny it or I don't have to put it away or whatever. I can lower my old barriers and receive it. And that's also really what I learned with my body
Mm.
in these body processes. Yeah,
Yeah. And you don't have to collapse, just because someone
that's right.
says that that's their way and they're right, rightness is one of the most destructive behaviors on planet Earth. I had a lot of that stuff myself, I'm right and you're wrong. And one of the tools that you can use that we can leave you with today is like you can just put your hands on your body somewhere. Because I love to give people tools because then they have a tool that they can apply to their day and make their lives. What we're looking to create here is a greater version of you where you become happier and greater. And so interesting point of view. I have this point of view body.
Mm.
Interesting. Your body doesn't have a point of view. It's like, hi, let's go for a walk, let's play. Interesting. Like a little kid where you played for 6 hours all day long, but then we become adults and we're supposed to work hard and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Interesting point of view. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. And I guess the big question is for me, I am having a different reality with my body. Would you be willing to gift yourself the five elements of intimacy we talk about in Access? And the first one is, would you be willing to have a different reality of gratitude with your body today?
wow.
Great. Yes.
And that's like, that's not, I'm not sure what that's like for you guys, but that's not a small ask.
It's huge.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
as I put my hands on my pot belly, you know?
Body's like if we, don't have to push against anymore and we can just relax.
Yeah. And
Everything, all the judgments, everything.
totally. And what one choice can you make today to receive like pleasure? And for me, where I'm sitting right now in this office, it looks out on like green trees and there's a red squirrel that comes along, you know. Um, and hearing the birds singing and really allowing myself to not like complain about life, to look at what is it I can choose and what is it that I can change and what gratitude can I have for everything that I have in my life today, including you two and including, you know, beautiful people that and the beautiful art that make it like so, that make it a gift.
Mm. Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, and by the way, I have some body classes coming up.
Yay. Oh, let's share the bodies. Yay.
Yeah,
We have one in the Netherlands. The
we have
first
one.
one of August. Yay.
So,
Second, third, and 4th of August in Soest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where
yeah.
else do you have body classes, Rachel? Germany?
Um, I've one in Austria, and I think that's the middle of May. You can check out the website. Try, we'll put the link here. And then I've one in Bad Soden near Frankfurt, and we put in I think Jeddah. So these 3 day
Um,
body classes, I'm so committed to getting them out in the world as you guys are, because we would love to invite you to a different reality with your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful. Thank you, my darlings. Have a beautiful, enjoy the rest of your Congress. Enjoy, I know you're in one of my favorite places in Zealand, Annette. Go walk by
South.
that beach to, yeah, Zouteland, is it?
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. You know, my Dutch pronunciation has improved. And enjoy your day wherever you are. And what if today you could choose something that really honors your body?
Mm.
Beautiful.
Mm. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. We hope this contributed
Bye.
to you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.